Donald Trump closes out the Republican National Convention, formally accepting his nomination and delivering his first remarks since the attempted assassination and sharing personal details about the shooting.
I'm not supposed to be here tonight. Not supposed to be here.
A confident former President Donald Trump started with an emotional appeal for unity before turning to traditional themes heard at his campaign rallies. Good evening, everyone. I'm Mike Meebeck.
And I'm Christina Rendon. Mr. Trump's acceptance speech, among the longest in modern history, ran for a record-breaking 93 minutes. KTVU political reporter Greg Lee joining us now. Trump only said Biden's name twice, but didn't pull punches on the administration. Greg.
Yeah, Christina, Mike, good evening. The former president had promised to call for national unity in this speech. He began with that message and shared emotional details of Saturday's shooting before returning to familiar rhetoric and attacks that invigorate his base.
I am running to be president for all of America, not half of America, because there is no victory in winning for half of America.
In the first public speech since an attempt on his life, Donald Trump accepted his party's nomination for the third consecutive time. His family, including former First Lady Melania Trump, in the audience on the final day of the Republican National Convention.
There was blood pouring everywhere, and yet, in a certain way, I felt very safe because I had God on my side. I felt that.
Mr. Trump recounting Saturday's attempted assassination in Pennsylvania. He paid tribute to Corey Comparatore, the firefighter killed in the attempted assassination. After a somber start to his remarks, he shifted tone, calling for the criminal cases against him to be dropped, making false claims of election fraud, and slamming the current administration.
We have totally incompetent leadership. This will be the most important election in the history of our country. Under the current administration, we are indeed a nation in decline.
Emphasizing the campaign's fight theme, former professional wrestler Hulk Hogan and Ultimate Fighting Championship CEO Dana White spoke.
And they tried to kill the next president of the United States. Enough was enough. And I said, let Trumpomania run wild, brother. Let Trumpomania rule again.
I know that President Trump is fighting to save the American dream, and that's what's at stake in this election. We are choosing who we want to lead us in this fight.
The former president laid out campaign promises on immigration, the economy, and foreign relations while painting a dark picture of current policies.
It's a massive invasion at our southern border that has spread misery, crime, poverty, disease, and destruction to communities all across our land. Our planet is teetering on the edge of World War III, and this will be a war like no other war because of weaponry. The weapons are.
Mr. Trump delivered his speech on the backdrop of turmoil and uncertainty for Democrats and President Joe Biden. While he's isolated with COVID, Biden facing mounting pressure to step aside from Democratic leaders like Nancy Pelosi, Hakeem Jeffries, Chuck Schumer, and Barack Obama.
Democrats remaining in disarray, unsure what to do and paralyzed, while the leaks continue about Joe Biden getting out of the race, have dropped his polling numbers.
Vice President Kamala Harris continued on the campaign trail at a rally in North Carolina, telling a crowd what she believes is at stake.
Donald Trump were to win in November, he will continue to sell out working families. He will continue to attack reproductive freedom, and he will continue to undermine our democracy.
Now, all eyes on Democrats. Their convention set to begin August 19th in Chicago, but a virtual roll call as early as August 1st. Experts say the next 48 to 72 hours will be incredibly consequential for the Biden campaign.
And you mentioned the Democrats. You mentioned the convention in Chicago. Tell me one thing here, Greg. You think that they were watching tonight, that they take away from that speech tonight that they look forward to in Chicago?
Yeah, no question.
They hit on it hard.
Sure, no question things are bleak for Democrats at the moment, but perhaps a little bit sigh of relief, saying that Donald Trump still is Donald Trump, and he delivered some of those familiar rhetoric, familiar attacks, and that is something that can turn off voters that are undecided, independent voters, and they may try to latch on to that moving forward. Yeah.
As for Trump, this is the first time we saw Melania publicly support him on the campaign trail. What did you make of that?
There's no question Melania Trump does not
like politics, does not necessarily want to be part of it, but certainly in line with unity of what we saw all week from the RNC. She wanted to be there tonight. She was there tonight, and that was certainly an important message that the entire family was there to see Mr. Trump speak.
Got it. All right, Greg. Appreciate it. Joining us now.